Now looking back, he's won 8 Grammys, millions of albums sold, inducted into the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Do you still have pinch me moments? Like, I can't believe this is my son.
No, I don't say I can't believe it, because I saw the passion back then. To see him doing the things that he's doing now, you know, he has influenced an entire generation of R&B and pop artists. He is iconic. And I know where that came from. It's in his heart. It's his true passion. He can do anything.
Hi, everybody. I know I say this every time, but I mean it every time. I can't wait to introduce you to my new favorite mom. Her son is one of the best-selling artists of all time. He's won 8 Grammys, gazillions of #1 hits. You'll know as soon as you see her with her smile. So let's let this mom into the room, into our Zoom room. Jonetta.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Tell us the names and ages of your 2 sons.
And they always get on me about that. Mom, she doesn't even remember our ages. Usher's 43 and James is 36.
Take me back to some of those early years, because a lot of us, like I said, we learned from you guys. Tell me what those early years were like.
I remember the day he was born, and I would say, "Oh my, he's so beautiful." She was like, "Stop saying that. It sounds a little conceited." I was like, "But he is. He's so special." And, you know, he really was special. Same thing with James. With both of my kids, there were times that it was very tough, but I had family, you know, to assist me. I was a single mom, but had the best job. So that's what I knew, to take care of your kids and give them the best.
What advice would you give to single parents who are listening to you right now, who are in the thick of it now, as you were at that time where you're on your own, you're working, especially, you know, you're trying to manage 2 growing boys? What did you do right? And was there anything you would do differently?
I wouldn't do anything different. You know, they always had a very nice place to stay. They always had food to eat, even when it was me, because I was a working parent. So what I say to other parents is, you have to turn a negative into a positive. People say problems. No, it's not. It's not a problem. It's a situation. You just have to figure it out.
Would you say you were a strict mom? Were you laid back? How would you describe
No, I was very strict. No, I was very, very strict. My kids would tell you that.
Can you think of an example of when you were strict?
You know, it would be just taking the personal things that they truly, truly loved. But I have to tell you, this used to annoy me like so much. You could take things away from Usher, but it was like, well, she's going to give it back. She's going to give it back. You know, so it was like a punishment to him. Was like, look, I'm tired of punishing you. I am tired of punishing you. Could you please not do that? You know, he was just that kid that wanted to do what he wanted to do. So, she's going to take it away, but she's going to give it back.
How was music a part of Usher and James's childhood?
You know, he sang in my choir. I was the youth choir director. So I knew he could sing. I knew that for a fact, but I never thought he would be the global superstar that he is today. I just knew he could sing. But he met this group, and he was very persistent. You know, he really wanted to sing in this group. So I said, okay, that's fine. I'll let you participate. That's when I really realized that this kid right here is truly talented.
But when I decided to pull him out of the group, we are here in Atlanta. There are bigger opportunities here. And so I began to enter him into competitions after I pulled him out of that group, which he told me, "You have destroyed my life. You have destroyed my world." And can you imagine how heartbroken I was? Because I knew it was not a good situation for him. I knew that. And it was really hard. It was hard.
When you pulled him out of that group, how long was it before Usher was able to know and you were able to know in your heart that as a mom, you made the right decision?
Let me tell you something. God is good, because it happened overnight.
Literally?
I promise you. I promise you. In 3 months' time, from the time I took him out that group to the time that he signed his deal, he was on Star Search and had a record deal.
That's amazing. And you managed a career for 17 years. Those, how did you balance being a mom and a manager?
It really was easy, because you are a parent all the time. But as a manager, you have to put on a different hat. I remember I used to put on different hats.
Literally?
I did. I used to put on different hats. Like, today, I will knock you out. Because I'm the mom. But today, I don't have the hat on, so I'm managing you. But no, really, you're always the mom. I receive letters a lot from moms that are managing their kids, and they want advice. And I always say, stay with your kid. I don't care what they say, because they tried to push me out. They didn't want me in. They would actually say, you're too close to the project. No, I'm not. Because remember, Usher went to stay with Puffy. Now, that was a business decision right there, because I didn't know Puffy. I didn't know him.
How old was he?
Usher was 15. He lost his voice.
Physically or just?
Puberty.
Oh.
He's growing, and he lost his voice. So he lost his range. So the record company felt like, okay, this is not a great investment. So Puffy was there, and I will never forget it. We had this conversation, and he said, you're going to have to trust me. That was really, really a hard decision.
Even though you don't manage him anymore, does he still come to you for advice sometimes, or how?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, after 17 years, after all the great accomplishments and so forth, Usher wanted to do his own thing. I applaud that. He needed to, because at some point in time, you have to let them fly. I was still there. He could always pick up the phone, call me, because I would tell him the truth. That was a bad performance. That was not a good performance, not at all. We need to fix this, that, and the other. I still continue to do that. And I still do that to this day. He'll wait on my phone call. How did I do?
What kind of things don't we see when it comes to the work that he's put in over these 29 or plus years?
He's so passionate. He really is a loving and a giving person. When you really got to really see who Usher really was on The Voice. He's approachable. He's real. So to me, people really got to see the personal side of him on The Voice.
Do you have a favorite Usher song?
I love the Confessions record.
These are my confessions, that one?
Yeah, I love the Confessions project.
What does that feel like when we're all singing the words to your son's music that span a decade, if not more? What does that feel like as a mom?
He is an iconic figure in popular music history. That feels so good.
Do you get nervous for him?
All the time. All the time. Still, I'm like, but I know he's going to deliver because I know him. He's great every time. He's so talented, across the board. And I'm so proud of him.